Good morning, good evening, good afternoon from wherever you are. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. For return viewers, welcome back. For new viewers, my name is Dennis Akoyo Alitsi, and today we are going to talk about some interesting topic, something which I know most of you always think about it, but only a few of you dare to make that step to go and request it. And what is this? Salary increase. Yes. How do you ask for salaries? We cannot just be talking about financial management and you are there, you are not able, or you are not in a position, or you have not allowed yourself to go to your boss and tell them, my friend, I think this is the time where we need to renegotiate. You've worked in a company for 10 years, 5 years, still being paid the same amount of money. Is it really good? Is it really fair? Does it mean there is nothing you can do? No, the power is in your hands. You have to think about yourself. You have to think about some certain factors. Consider the dynamics of the work that you're doing, the progress of the things that you've made ever since you came into that company. Because I presume you've not been doing nothing, you've been doing something. Okay, you've been doing something and it is time for you to go and talk to your human resource. But how will you do it? What are those factors that you need to consider that indeed for now I think I'm in that position where I deserve a raise? How do you reach to that conclusion? Today I'm going to take you through what are the factors you need to consider before you go to your human resource manager and tell them, I think I need a raise. So if you want to know about this topic, kindly try and stick towards the end, because there are so many ideas, there are so many points that you're going to talk about. And I believe these are the things which will teach you, or which will give you an idea of how you're going to table your case. So if you're out there, you've been working in a company for 3 years with the same pay, I personally believe you need a raise, but do you? If you've been working for 2 years and you think the impact you've had in that organization has been great, I personally believe you need a raise. Do you? But the issue is, it will only remain an idea if we maintain it from our belief. It is time for you to know how best you could go and ask for a raise without offending anyone, because it is your right as an employee. It is something which is written, because most of us are usually like, if I go and ask for a raise, I might be fired. If I go and ask for a raise, this and this might happen. No, it is your right. It is your constitutional right. It is your right in the labor laws for you to sit down after a period of time and do your salary review. And even there are some good companies which do their salaries review on year to year basis. Okay, so today let's just take this time and dissect these 5 key pointers. How do I request for a pay rise at my place of work? Welcome. So the first job that you're supposed to do, the moment you've found that idea that I've been in this company for this time, I think I've had significant impact as far as my role is concerned, I need a pay rise. The first thing you need to do is you need to prepare your case. So you need to do your own research, you need to gather your own data, you need to understand the market rate as per that time for that specific role. Because maybe 10 years ago, that role market rate was 50K. Right now, market rate is 70 or even 80. Does it? And even surprisingly, let me give you a case study here. So you're a team leader, you are being paid 50,000 because you've been with this company for the past 10 years. Then another person comes in on the same role, but because he's being employed 10 years later, he comes and says, I want you to pay me 80K. I can defend why I need this. This is my role, and that is the current market. And even when I measure the responsibilities you're giving me, I believe 80,000 would be enough. And he's paid, he's hired on the spot. Then one day you're having a lunch break and you're like, hey, I'm really straining on my finances. And they're like, hey, how much are you paying me? Because me, I'm good, man. And you're like, okay, tell me how much are you paying me? 80K. And that's when you do. Are we working in the same company where I'm being paid 50K and you're being paid, and I'm the one who onboarded you on your role. What am I saying? Please do your review, prepare your case, consider the market rate of that specific role, okay? And once you consider the market rate of that specific role, also attach your achievements. What have you achieved for the past 10 years? Have you been stagnant? That's why they don't even think of you when it comes to who is being considered for market raise in that company. What are the specific contributions you've had to that company? Okay? And make sure you demonstrate your achievements and contributions in alignment with the company's goals and objectives, so that you're not achieving things that are not even significant as far as the growth of that company is concerned. So when you're preparing your case, first of all, consider all these dynamics. What is the current market rate in this specific role? That is number one. What are my contributions and achievements in this specific company? Are they aligned with the objectives and goals of these organizations? So this is some research that you're supposed to do. And this is where now you need to gather enough data so that when you're going to your human resource manager, you are able to state and defend your case. And the case here is, I need a pay rise. It's about that time we need to talk about this. We need to talk about this. We cannot push it any further. Expenses are rising. The economy is merciless to everyone. Taxes are way more than what you're being paid. So it is about time we need to sit down and reconsider, okay? But the first thing you're supposed to do, prepare your case. Now, choose the right time. You're supposed to understand what is the financial situation of this company. And if I state my case, are they in a position to meet my new request? You are supposed to choose the right time. It is an issue of just being mindful, because you need to understand the dynamics of the company anyway. You need to understand, okay, are we making money? So the company should be in a position to manage my request. Then you prepare your case. But if the company is incurring losses, there are people who are being removed from their positions because of redundancy, and you're there stating your case. Oh, my friend, I need my raise right now. You shut up. Just be mindful, be understanding. You get? And this is something which you're supposed to. Now, where you're doing your research, try and also base your requests on these specific matters. Okay? So that by the time you're going to inquire or request for a pay raise, you clearly understand that the company is in a position to meet my request. Okay? Then ensure you attach, when you're talking about your achievements, when you're talking about your achievements and contributions, ensure that you also tell the company, in fact, when I am motivated enough, I believe even if you follow this strategy, the company will be able to make more money. So you're not only requesting for money, but you're also telling the company it is about that time, but I have a plan. You get? So these are my achievements and contributions, and it's about time. So even when you add me more money, you have a plan that will bring more money in this company. So that is how you're supposed to approach this issue. Then communicate confidently. You're not doing a mistake requesting for a raise. It is your right. In fact, in most of the contracts, they have written there, I don't know what your contract has indicated there, but in most contracts they write, we will do a review of your salary yearly. How many people have gone to the HR and told them, oh, my friend, Christmas was yesterday, it is January, before we begin a new year, could you kindly invite me so that we can do a review of that salary? Because I've noticed that with the added responsibilities ever since I started working here, I believe we need a raise to match the responsibilities I'm doing. Also, based on my achievements, based on my contributions, this is what I am requesting, or I'm proposing that we enter into new terms with this amount. And the most important thing, I also have a strategy on how best we can improve our internal operations or rather grow in terms of revenue. So these are proposal I'm giving you, and this is my request I'm giving you. If you walk out of that office and the company is in good financial health and they don't give you a raise, honestly, you need to reconsider. Okay. So when you're communicating this, you're supposed to be very, very confident. Provide specific examples. Give backups to what you're claiming. Okay, you've achieved. Give us data. Show us data. Well, by the time I was taking this position, the operation was at 20%, but as at now, I can confidently come here and say we have improved the operations and internal communication systems, and they're currently at 80%. And you show them data. You show them metrics. When you back up your data with actual events that happened within the organization, I believe they will put into consideration and maybe negotiate even for that increase. Then, as much as you have stated your case, that is okay. But remember, it might not go your way. So you are supposed to prepare yourself for any outcome. If it is a yes, we take the win. If it is a no, how are we supposed to behave when you're told we've received a request, but as of now, we cannot or we are not in a position to actualize the raise? How are you supposed to behave? You're supposed to understand that by the time you're putting in this request, it can go both ways. Either they will give you an opportunity for that raise or no. But at the end of the day, you are supposed to take that feedback positively. Because what I understand is, if they tell you they need more time, kindly create a follow-up with them. Okay, ask them, okay, when might you maybe give me feedback on the request that I've said? They'll tell you, okay, we need time, maybe give us a month or two. You're supposed to be patient because remember, you've already done your best. You've made the request. Now prepare yourself for any feedback that they might give because it might be a yes or no. But at the end of the day, let that feedback leave you better than you were initially because at least you made that step. Okay. Now, another thing is follow up professionally. Regardless of the outcome, ensure you maintain your professionalism. Because at times somebody might tell you, remind me about this issue next month on 5th. It reaches on 5th, no one is calling you. 6th, still silent. 7th, still silent. Do a follow up. But when you do this follow up, do it with utmost respect and ensure that you approach them with professionalism. Because remember, you're working in a company setup. So basically, there are those probably even the HR you're talking to will have to propose this to the business. The business should come and sit down. The finance manager needs to be called and told, can we manage this? After how long? Do we need to do another budget? It takes a lot of steps up there. So when you're doing a follow-up, ensure you do it professionally. Okay? Because the moment you're professional, they will also treat you professionally. Is that okay? So remember, we have looked at 5 points. Just to run through them. The first one, prepare your case. Ensure that case has been prepared and it is watertight. The second one, choose the right time. Consider the financial health of the company and be mindful when you are approaching this. The third one, communicate confidently. You are not doing a mistake. In fact, for those people who it has been clearly stated, we'll be doing a review of your contract every year. Then you're supposed, and you have never gone to that office to request for a raise, then you're supposed to consider doing so. And when you do so, be confident with yourself. You're not committing any mistake. Then prepare for any outcome. That is number 4. Is it yes? Well and good. Is it no? That's okay. Is it we'll try later? The better. Okay? But as long as you've tried, you've made that step and requested, then I think you'll be good to go. The last one, follow up professionally. Have they told you maybe do a follow up with us next month? Do it professionally. Even if it takes a whole year, maintain your professionalism. Okay? Do those follow ups professionally as much as they drag you, maintain it professionally. Okay? So I think those are the 5 key pointers that should help you and that should prepare you if you're considering to ask for a pay rise. And remember, all this communication needs to be on email, and every promise needs to be in contract, or rather something that you can hold each party accountable. Word of mouth in these cases really doesn't work. Okay. So, with that said and done, I want to appreciate you for sticking until the end. If this is content that you love, kindly feel free to like and subscribe. I'll be posting several comments. I'll be posting several content. It might be on finance, it might be on management, it might be on family. So whatever content you're good with, kindly just watch it to the end, like, subscribe, share, and that's it. With that said and done, I want to wish you all a blessed day, week, night, anything ahead. Have a good one.